Please let me know if this is the question. 10th one. X minus 1 the whole square minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So we expand these things. X square minus 2x plus 1 minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So x square minus 5x plus 5 is equal to 0. So now just take what x is equal to, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 5. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So minus of minus 5 plus 5. Correct? Plus or minus root of b square. B square 25 minus 4ac. So 25 minus 20 by 2a. 2 into 1, that is 2 itself. So 5 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So we know 2 square value is what? 4 and 3 square value is 9. What is the answer I'm getting? 5. Root of 5. So it should come between what? 4 and 9. Correct? In between 4 and 9, what is the gap? 5. So that if I divide by 2, I'll get to as 2.5. So again, it will come the middle value. So it will come around 7 or something. So if I want the root 5, it should be immediate next to this. So it will be something like 2.2. Okay, then if you solve this, you will get the x and y value respectively. So x is equal to 7.2 by 2 or x is equal to what? 5 minus 2.2. 2.8 we can write down. So either 3.6, 3.6, and this is 1.4. That's it. So two values. Please copy down this thing since you have doubt. I just not equal to, or it is not a, it's a different symbol altogether. For example, 2x plus 3 is equal to 4. This is our linear equation in one variable. What is this thing? Linear equation in one variable. So what is 2x value? 4 minus 3, 1. X is what? 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So this is what normally we get. But if you're writing this in linear inequation, two x plus 3 greater than 7. So what is it? 2x. This 3 will go this side, will become greater than 7 minus 3. 2x greater than 4. So x greater than what? 2. Okay. So like that, so on. So this is the same thing. This is implies to this. So all of these things are same. So this symbol is called linear inequation symbol. Inequation. So we have to first understand what is the meaning of that thing. Then we have to proceed on. It's a very simple chapter. Okay, where student is expected to get full mark. So please copy down this stuff first. So this is our first rule. Okay, this is our first rule or rule number 1. What is the rule number 1? Plus 3 is a positive term. Transferring positive term to any side of the linear inequation. To any side of the linear inequation. That is our rule number 1. So guys, always remember only one thing. If you want to get 100 marks in any chapter, we should know the theory also. We should understand and learn. That's the only thing. Then we have to make questions. So if you copy down this thing, let me know. Okay, kindly give your 100% attention to the class which I am taking. Okay. Once the class is over, you can see the text or whatever it is. Okay, because we cannot focus on two things at a time. Fine, that's the reason. Fine, then I'll go with the rule number 2. So we learned about transferring the positive term. What about transferring the negative term? Transferring negative term to any side of the equation. To any side of the linear equation. Okay, linear inequation. So instead of +3, I'll just write -3. Greater than 7. How do I represent this thing? -3 will go this side. It will become what? 7 plus 3. 2x greater than 7 plus 3 is 10. So x greater than 10 by 2, 5. This is the final product. This is my rule number 2. So the next 2 rules are very important. So that is where you have to listen to with me very carefully. Okay. Once you know all the rules, you can play with this chapter. So Naman, yeah, clear me all your doubts once the class is over. Okay. Ask me anything once it is over. No need to worry. I'll give you time. So I hope you copy it down. Rule 3 is very important, and rule 4. Simple rules is are all. Suppose, okay, x is less than y, or x is greater than y, or x is less than or equal to y. Whatever, if x is less than y, or x is greater than or equal to y, or x is greater than y. If I multiply and divide by, please note down this thing. This is very, very important. If I multiply and divide by the same positive integer, same positive term, then the sign won't change. Then the sign won't change. So here in this question, I'm taking it as P. So if I multiply x with P, so in this question or in this rule, I'm taking it as an integer as P. Okay, as a P. So if I multiply Px less than Py, then what they're telling, this symbol doesn't change. But only one condition is what? This P should be positive integer. This P term should be positive. Both you are multiplying or dividing also, X by P less than Y by P. So here also, this won't change. Okay, please draw it. Okay, and then write like this, because the most important thing for us is how to remember these terms. We should not forget. Once we learn, we should not forget. That's the objective for us. Rule number 4. Same thing. Instead of positive, I'll write negative. That's all. Oh, Naman, you have to copy. Okay, fine. Please copy it. Kindly write the same way which I did. Okay. Yeah, fine. So rule number 4. What I written on here? Yeah. Same thing. If I multiply the term, if I multiply an integer, okay, but here I'll write multiply and divide. Okay, and divide by a negative integer, by a negative term, by a negative term, then negative term on both the sides, then the sign, then the equality sign. Equality, that is linear inequality. I write inequality sign. Inequality sign changes. For example, x less than y. I'll write a very simple example. X less than y. Okay, and if I am multiplying or dividing, so let p be the integer, but p be what? The negative integer or the term which I am multiplying to this thing. Correct? So this will become what? Px and py. But instead of this less than symbol, it will be greater than symbol. That's all. So which means in this, what is the equivalent of this? The equivalent of this is nothing but the symbol changes. So you will have a doubt. What is this p term? As I told you, p is in negative term. Currently, I'm giving it as a variable thing. So all of you will have this doubt. Okay, what will be the p thing? Since I just wrote only p here. Correct? So it's a common doubt for us. Instead of p, if I'm using a number, -2. Okay, I'm multiplying -2 on both the sides. So it will become what? -2x greater than -2y. So clearly the symbol changes. Whenever you get doubts, substitute in with terms which are you are most confident in. Okay, variables are some things which you have learned from maybe 5th standard or 6th standard. But numbers, we are learning it from LKG or something. Correct? So we are much more confident with the numbers. So you can start substituting with the numbers itself. So that it will help you out in the long term. Fine. Similarly, if I divide also, what will happen? The linear inequality sign changes. This is more important for us. The inequality sign. Okay, the inequality sign is changing. That is more important for us. This is very, very important. The inequality sign is changing. This is what you have to put in a bracket and keep. If you're done copying, let me know. Yeah. Fine. Both of you are done. Then. So rule number 5, instead of writing down what it is, I think better if I say in terms of numbers, correct? Minus x greater than 5. So now if I'm multiplying with what, I will use the above rule, rule number 4. Multiply, I want to find x. I want to find x. How to find the inequality of x? Just making some question. Multiply and or whatever it is. Multiply. Here I'm just multiplying by minus 1. That'll be fine. Multiplying by minus 1 on both the sides. So I'll get what? Minus x into minus x plus x. Minus 1 into what I'll get? Plus into minus x plus x. Then minus 1 minus 5 is minus 5. So here I will reverse the symbol. That's all. So this implies what? X less than or equal to 5. So only with the above 4 rules we can play this game very beautifully. Correct? Once you copy it down, let me know. The statement is already there in the book, rule number 5. The main thing is that we have to apply the thing. Okay. We have to apply the knowledge and get it done. Because statements are something which we don't remember, but the numbers and the variables while doing we can remember. The main idea is that if you're writing the exam in the June or in the May or 1 year from now or 10 months from now, whether you are able to remember and recollect. Okay, rule number 5 is there in your book itself. Okay, those terms I don't want to make it complex, but my question is whether you understood what I wrote now. I didn't do anything. I just applied rule number 4 here. That's it. Correct. What is minus 1 term? Minus 1 is a negative term. So if I multiply negative terms in the both the sides, what will happen? The symbol changes. That's all. Actually, I'm applying rule number 4 only in this. Simple as that. Clear? So rule number 6. R6. Suppose x greater than y. Okay. I want to change this symbol. This linear inequality symbol, I have to make it this thing. So what do? I just take the reciprocal. I take what? Reciprocal to change the sign. That is 1 by x less than 1 by y. That's all. Suppose if it is x less than or equal to y. Suppose the question is what? X less than or equal to y. How do I change this symbol? I just take the reciprocal of the same. 1 by x and I have to change this symbol. Correct? Greater than or equal to. Correct? Greater than or equal to 1 by y. Similarly, you can use any rule. The only duty for me is to make sure that you guys understand each and every rule properly so that you can play with the rules. Correct. Any doubt? Now you can ask me whatever doubts are there for you. Any doubt for anyone in these rules? Yes, we can use rule 4 also. Whatever rules. Okay. Once we do a few problems, then you'll be comfortable with what rules you'll be doing and what we'll be getting. Clear or not? First thing we have to be thorough with the properties. The rules you have to be thorough. Correct? So Naman, just like today, you send me the photos, right? Or the pic. Send me the remaining pics of this chapter. Fine. Hmm? And also, Anchal, please update me the physics and chemistry thing taken at school also. Fine. Please update me what all chapters they finished. Even GST. Yeah, even GST you can send me the thing. Yes. You can send me the GST also. No need to worry. So Naman, are you finding that chapter GST difficult? No need to worry. Okay. Fine. I'll teach you that thing. Yeah. Should I send the PDF of chemistry and physics also? See, Anchal, for that, I'll just 1 second. Let me just check till what you have sent me. 1 minute. So I think, organic chemistry, the chemistry periodic table, organic chemistry. Yeah. Yeah, you can just send me the PDF. Okay, yeah. Anjali, you can just send me the PDF of chemistry and physics. Correct. Yep. You can do that. Fine. Yeah. So that's it for today's session. Yeah, today you do have the biology session at 6:30 p.m. Yes, you have the bio class today. Correct. Biology is huge, so you have it. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, Naman. Any doubt? You can clarify it now. Any doubt in today's session, you can clarify it now.